Midnight Deluxe is the latest bite-sized budget game to grace the Switch. There's an increasing number of titles that appear to be the sort of fare usually at home on mobile showing up on the system, and they're often of questionable quality and or value. That said, the previous game in this series, 36 Fragments of Midnight, was a fun and addictive little platformer, so how does the follow-up stack up? Midnight Deluxe is more of a straight-up puzzler than its predecessor, which essentially sees you playing crazy golf with the eponymous white square. By holding A and tilting the joystick, you can adjust the angle and power of Midnight's trajectory. Alternatively, in handheld mode, you can also drag your finger across the Switch's touchscreen. They're simple controls, but they work how they're supposed to. There are 70 stages in the game, and each one has the same goal: get Midnight into the shining hole in as few moves as possible, blocking your way on numerous obstacles including spikes, lasers and buzzsaws. There's actually an impressive variety of challenges to overcome throughout the game, and it's rare that any of the stages feel familiar. There's straightforward hit Midnight towards the goal fare, as well as some light platforming style levels, and even some where you've got to react quickly lest Midnight perishes. A handful of stages also add rudimentary puzzle elements, with switches to be hit or moving parts that need to be triggered to unlock the goal. This variety helps keep things interesting as you play through, which is kind of crucial given that player input is so rudimentary. Each stage rewards you with 1, 2 or 3 stars depending on how many moves it took you to complete. This offers some incentive to replay each level in an attempt to earn all 3 stars. Fortunately, if you mess up in the process, a simple tap of the X button will reset the level instantaneously. This is incredibly handy, as many levels require a precise angle to make it through an obstacle. It's usually immediately obvious if you're going to make it or not, so being able to reset at the press of a button lessens the frustration when you mess up. Frustration does set in from time to time though. As nothing tracks the angle of your previous effort, you can find yourself throwing Midnight into spikes relentlessly, trying to find the correct trajectory. More often than not, when you do hit upon the sweet spot, it's down to sheer luck more than any sort of precision on your part, eliminating any sort of satisfaction you might feel from pulling off the correct shot. Every move is trial and error, but without a means of tracking your errors, it's potluck as to where you place the next trial. Still though, those moments when you successfully pull off a hole-in-one can induce a smug grin or two. Visually, the game is identical to the previous title, with the silhouetted terrain softly lit by Midnight's ethereal glow. It's a basic but undeniably pretty art style. This aesthetic is complemented nicely by a dreamy piano motif in the background, setting the whole vibe of the game off nicely. Much like its predecessor, Midnight Deluxe doesn't do a whole lot, but what it does well. There's a wide variety of challenges to overcome, and the genre standard 3-star scoring system offers some incentive to play through the stages again. Without a way of tracking your previous efforts, it can be a little frustrating at times, but there's just enough charm here to see the game through. 3 stars.
Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe, check out some of our other videos, and visit thenintendovillage.com, your home for everything Nintendo.